Or do we have to re-register for
No.
this one?
Nope, you just go in, sign in, and then you're all set. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. So like here, I think when I go to probably do it, it may ask me to, sign in again. Okay, so create your account or sign in. There I am. Okay.
Marnie, I have a quick question, please.
Okay.
Under job type and specialist area, I'm not really sure what to put.
Just put like a home-based travel agent or travel agent or home-based. Let me see if
Specialist travel, or I'm
Huh?
kind of confused. Is it specialist travel, or there's not really?
Again, only fill out what's needed, but yeah,
Okay.
if it requires you to put something, fill it out. Sorry,
Yes.
I gotta do this and then it'll sign me in.
Okay.
But you are a travel agent, you're a home-based travel agent, you're an independent contractor, if any of those fit.
Is it online travel agency, maybe?
You're not well, you are, but we're affiliated
Oh.
with Archer Travel. Okay, so you want to
That's
make
right.
sure that you're listed with Archer Travel as the agency, and you want to make
Yes,
sure
right.
you put the IATA number also. So you want to make sure,
Right.
because again, just so you guys know, some of you are new. Okay.
Okay, I'm
Hold
just
on.
gonna.
Hey there, I'm on certificate workshop right now, so I can get back to you when I'm done, unless you want to jump on and do this training with us now. Okay, sorry about that. All right, yeah, it opens up automatically if you've already registered before. So again, we're going to be starting with Antarctica, okay? So again, guys, make sure you guys are in and registered. If you need help, let us know, okay? If you aren't signed up with our incentive voucher course or group, please sign up with us. It's a great way to promote your business, use our incentive vouchers, but we post in here the schedule. Sandy has it listed here for you guys. And all the trainings that we're doing for this month are here with the links. So you guys can do these, don't worry. We're doing Antarctica today, right here. Antarctica, Argentina, Chile. Here is the link for the training. Again, I put it in all our chats. I put it in Evolution. It's all right here. So you guys can plan and register the whole month. Again, very easy to get registered, guys. Always remember, Archer Travel is our travel agency. Evolution is the marketing side. So whenever it asks about agency, it will always be Archer Travel. Yeah, so again, for this one, I think we're on the US. That was, I think La Colección, that was a different one. OTT, we don't have the different United States or UK, okay? So in this case, we're just going straight into OTT. Again, if you're just going into the actual OTT training program and registering, oh, this is the flag, sorry. Okay, yeah, so United States. Yes, we're in the United States one. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
It's giving me a hard time to register for the OTT.
Okay, why? What's it doing? I mean, what problem? Oops, no.
Questionnaire for the first name, last name, email address, password. It already have the United States selected, and I selected my state. The English. Okay, now I see what happened.
Okay.
It's asking me if I'm an employee or a student.
Okay.
I was like,
so right here I have employed in the travel industry, sales consultant, Archer Travel, Travel Network Group, our IATA number, and your home based. Okay. Very easy, like I said, to register.
for the job type, what should we put?
The job, I put sales consultant. All right.
see airline, cruise, independent, leisure, business, luxury travel, MICE, multinational, leisure or business,
Did
online
you-
travel agency,
Did you put employed or student? If you, can you see
Employed.
my screen? Can you see my screen?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, but it's not giving you sales consultant?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then just put whatever. I mean, again, you're an independent contractor, you're a home-based travel agent, so whatever fits best. Sales consultant, travel agent.
And you said for the name of the organization is Archer, correct?
Correct. Archer Travel. And then again, once you get registered, just click this link and it'll take you into our training. So if it's not, I thought it was the US. If it's not, then hold on, let me look here. Sorry, my phone's going off the hook. Yeah, the training's under all the chat boxes. Let me see if I can pull it for you. All right, employed in the travel industry or student. Again, you're employed by right here. Let me go back to my profile. Oops. You're employed in the travel industry because this is your business. All right, and hold on, I need to, somebody can't get in. All right. How is everybody else doing? You guys okay? Again, once you get registered, just click on this link and it'll take you here, okay? Or you can probably click in find and pull up Antarctica or Argentina and it should take you here. Okay. So if you're new with us, so what we do, like I said, over here in our incentive voucher group, if you haven't, can you see my screen, guys? If you haven't joined our incentive voucher group, please join it. And if you need to find all these trainings, we have the calendar right here and then all the links. And then like, again, here's another one, OTT. So when we get to this one, you're already going to be registered because you're already here now. Okay. Yeah, some of these are the UK, US. It's under UK. Thank you. So yeah, so if you're in our training here, up here, click the flag and click on United Kingdom, and then you can find the Argentina training, okay? So we can go back and forth. So you can click the flag up here or down, oops, click the flag here, or if you're on the home page, down here. All right, also, again, the reason we do these trainings, besides getting the knowledge and knowing about these amazing different places and destinations and programs that we have, and being able to sell it to your customer, you also get benefits of free nights, fam trips, lunch and learns, webinars, free gifts and stuff. So it's an all around win-win. Okay. So what I tell people is if you, for any reason, if you can't finish the training with us, make sure you get in and complete it, because like we've just finished La Colección. Okay. Right here on my YouTube channel. If you guys didn't do that one today, we're doing Argentina and Chile and Uruguay. All right. So the link should be up above if you haven't gotten it. This is my YouTube channel. So again, do this La Colección. You guys get 2 free nights in Cancun. Then come down here and do the Oasis. You get 3 free nights, guys. Okay. Hello, Elaine. You found us. All right. So again, take advantage of our amazing perks that we have, guys. Okay. So again, besides like we learned about these amazing places, but now you also get the incentive, the perks, etc. Okay. All right, so again, we're going to now go into our training, which is right here, Latin America. We're learning about Antarctica, Argentina, Chile, French Guiana, and Uruguay. What I want to tell you, if you're new, a lot of people will follow along on their phone and take the test online. There's usually a test after each session, okay? Very easy, and again, if we're doing it together, we all help each other. Another good thing about doing these together is some of you may have visited these places and can share personal experiences, must-dos, must-sees. Didn't work on my iPad. Oh, no. Okay. Well, let's get you going, Linda. So maybe we can plan a Cancun trip next month or next year. This month, this is crazy. This next year. We're hopefully leaving my RV and going back to Nevada in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I can't wait. So I'm excited. So I'm working from the trailer today because it's a headache. We're opening up a business here in Nebraska, and it's just been a roller coaster ride and, just a headache. But anyway, I'm here with you guys now, and let's get ready to learn. Okay. So the consortium is Travel Leaders Network or Network Leaders. I had it pulled up. So like network leaders, travel leaders, something like that. Okay. All right. Again, we have amazing agents on here. So make sure if you have a question, put to everyone, and that way somebody will answer your question. Usually what I do is I read. Sometimes we have videos and stuff. So just wanted to kind of share that with you guys to that, we're all here to help each other, and don't be afraid to, interrupt. Don't be afraid to correct me on my pronunciations either. All right. I do have a problem on some words, and Rick's not here to correct me. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to click on Antarctica. So again, this is an introduction to Latin America. In this course, you're going to learn about the following destinations. Organization numbers. So again, this one, memorize it, put it on your phone, put it, under agent contact, Archer Travel. That's your driver's license for booking travel. Okay. That's our IATA number, and you need to know that. Okay. You're going to get to memorize it. How many times you register or call up vendors, they're going to say, what's your IATA number? What's your IATA number? And you'll have that. Okay. All right. So, again, we're going to learn about Latin America. So welcome to Antarctica. And again, if you're just signing up, don't worry, guys. We will wait for you. We wait and make sure everybody passes the test, okay? All right, so welcome to Antarctica. Capital, they didn't put anything. Currency, okay, US dollar, accepted, tab system, pay at end of trip. Language, they didn't put anything there. This is not very good. Usually they have this all filled out. How did you get to the Latin American part? Okay, so if you're over here on OTT, make sure your flag is the UK. Okay, make sure your flag is the UK. Right there, click UK. You can type in there, under here, and like Chile, Antarctica, right there. It'll pull up. Do you guys see my screen? And then you click it, it'll take you right into it. I don't have a flag option. Okay, what do you have? Because you should have something. Go into your main screen. Oops. There we go. So are you sure you're in OTT? Does it say OTT?
I found it. Never mind.
Okay, no worries.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, Yanessa, is that on the profile? I don't recall that being a question, so I don't know. On my profile, I put.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
Still trying to register.
Okay, no worries. Okay. So under role, is that where it's asking decision maker?
After,
Again,
I am mainly home based, and then under it says decision maker, yes or no. And then it says that you accept the terms and conditions.
Okay, is that, again, I registered a long time ago. I don't see that on my thing. So I would say yes. Did anybody else have those questions? Yeah, United Kingdom is the flag we're doing.
I did. I put that out as a decision maker.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Okay, now I'm finally registered. I'm gonna get
Everybody
it-
good? Perfect. Okay. Again, guys, don't worry. We're here with you guys. We're all here together. All right. So visas, no visa is required by UK nationals, but they will require permit issued by the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. Okay. And then there's a link there. You can click on the map. All right. So Antarctica highlights. Antarctic Circle. Of all the ships that head to the White Continent, there's only a handful that have the permission and the capability to head to and sometimes beyond the fabled Antarctic Circle, located at 66.5 degrees south of the equator. Okay, Sammy, after I choose the flag, then where do I go? Okay, so guys, right here, you just choose the flag, and then you can go right down here and do a search under like Chile. I put the link in here also, but you just type right here under search, type in Chile, and it pulls up Antarctica, Argentina, Chile. You can type in Antarctica, Argentina, any of those, it'll pull up the program we're on right now. Okay. Job specialist, you're home-based, travel agent, sales consultant, one of those. All right, everybody good? And like I said, guys, remember, try to pre-register ahead of time. But again, now that you're here, you'll see that a bunch of these that we're doing this month, you're already now registered, so you're good, right? But like these other ones, TBO Academy, maybe pre-register for that one, because we have a couple of those we're doing this month. Okay. All right. So of all the ships that head to the White Continent, there's only a handful that have the permission and capability to head to, and sometimes beyond, the fabled Antarctic Circle, located at 66.5 degrees south of the equator. So I guess I read already. To get there takes time. So asking for county or city. Okay, so again, if somebody can help in the chat box, that would be great. Again, don't worry if you're still registering. I'm just reading, but we will wait for you to make sure you get to the test with us together. Okay, we don't want to leave anybody behind. And again, this is where we're at once you get registered. All right, so this is not a stop for those in a rush, and passage is never guaranteed due to the proliferation of sea ice encountered along the way. But by the time you do reach the coordinates, you can be assured you're one of only a small number of humans who ever do, okay? Has anybody been to the Antarctic Circle? Perfect for a unique travel brag, the wilderness, and crowd-free travel, okay? All right, how about wildlife? People know all about the penguins when it comes to Antarctica, especially as many will happily waddle up to those sat with quietly with their camera on tripods and peck at their boots. But there's a great many more creatures to see when you're out at sea too. For a start, there's whales, lots of them, from orca to humpback, mink, and blue, as well as Sai, sperm, and southern rights on days at sea. The county or the city, again, I don't know where, if you're registering for yourself, you put your county or city. So, you know, me, I have Nevada, okay, because that's where I live. So you put wherever you live, okay, because this is your business. But you're affiliated with Archer Travel, so you're going to put Archer Travel as the organization, and you're going to put our IATA number, okay? All right, so for starts, there's whales, lots of them. Okay, so we went over them. Meaning you'll want to keep your binoculars firmly trained on the waves. Okay, So don't forget to also watch the skies, albatross, skua, patrols, shearwaters, and terns all grace the skies as you plow through the sea too. And then this is perfect for nature, bird watching, and whale watching. Okay. So again, you know, when you start doing your sales or your, you know, postings and stuff, who are you focusing on? Single travelers, family travelers, you know, adventurers. So this kind of helps you decide, you know, what's good, you know, for those people. All right, so the wildlife at land, when it comes to land excursions, there are many relics of human endeavor to discover, including old whaling, Antarctica. Yeah, thank you. Are many relics, or you can click the link above. Also, the consortium is Travel Leaders Network or Travel Network. When it comes to land excursions, though, there are many relics of human endeavor to discover, including old whaling stations, scientific research centers, explorers' huts. The animals that steal the show in particular are the penguins. Chin straps will make you smile as it looks like they're busy plotting in packs. Gentoos will have you in stitches as they go about stealing pebbles from each other's nests. And then there are the kings, the archetypal flightless birds who wander around slapping each other in the face, seemingly for fun. Do watch out for the seals too, from the bullish furs to the lazy but huge elephant seals and the hunting machines that are the leopard variety. Again, this is perfect for wildlife lovers, penguins, and animal antics. Yes, that one. Yep, Trina, use that one. All right, so cruise from South America. Okay, by far the best way to reach the white continent is from South America, where you quickly, in Antarctica terms, arrive at the very accessible Antarctic Peninsula. To get there means crossing the notorious Drake Passage, which can be seen or serene, or more likely a baptism of fire into the wilderness of the place to which you're beheaded. I've been watching too many scary shows. Sorry. You're headed. Most operators leave from either Ushuaia, Argentina, or Punta Arenas, Chile, both which take a couple of days and delight passengers with bird, cetacea, and seal sightings along the way. This is perfect for expedition cruising, history, and wildlife. Okay, so that's if you want to take a cruise through South America. All right, fly-in cruise. For those with less time, there is an option for ditching the boat and instead taking a flight to Antarctica. The plane's ability to fly is weather dependent, but if all goes according to plan, it can mean you get at least a couple extra days to explore the world's most southern reaches. Flights leave from Punta Arenas, Chile, and arrive to King George Island in just 3 hours, versus at least 2 days crossing the Drake. Once there, you still board a boat, but waste no time in the journey to get there. For those who want to experience the legendary Drake Passage, some cruises let you fly one way and get the boat back, okay? So that's a good option. Perfect for maximum time in Antarctica, those in a hurry, or those prone to seasickness, okay? So they have an option to just fly in. All right, so now we're time for our test. So is everybody registered and ready? Looks like we have about 4 or 5 questions. So again, don't want to leave anybody behind. Yep, we're ready. All right. So the Antarctica Circle, a part of the planet that very few people get to cross. No worries, Ben, we'll wait for you. Very few people get to cross, as there are only a handful of ships equipped to head that far into Antarctica. Is how many degrees south of the equator? Okay. And again, a lot of times we'll put the answers in the chat box so you will know. So see, Tiffany's right on the ball. Look at that, 66.5. Okay. So let's check that out. That is correct. Okay. So Ben, we have the answer there for you. Again, guys, don't worry. The questions and answers will be in the chat. Which of these might you come across when at sea in Antarctica? Please select one answer only.
Humpback whales.
All of them.
Yep. All of them, because,
I was about to say all of them.
yep. All right. Thank you, Martha, for putting it in there. All right. When you take to the land on Antarctica, you'll find old whaling stations, scientific research centers, and explorers' huts, plus chinstrap, gentoos, and king penguins mixed with furs, elephant, sand, leopard, seals. Please select one answer only, true or false.
I say true.
It is true. That's correct. Okay, how about a cruise from South America departing from either Argentina or Chile is the best way to access the Antarctica continent, but does mean crossing which notorious piece of water?
Drake Passage.
That's correct. The Drake
Drake.
Passage. Priscilla, you just go through the screens. We can't send you the page for the exam. You just go through what we just went in, okay? So all we're doing, we're on page 10 of 11, okay? So it's very easy. Just go to the training that we're on, okay? It's Antarctica, and go through the slides and you'll get to the test, okay? So again, we want to make sure everybody passes. The test is right at the end of the Antarctica screens, okay? So when you click Antarctica, you're going to go through the screens we just read, and then all the answers are there. So make sure everybody passes, okay? So this one is Drake Passage. And then fly and cruise trips offer the chance to bypass the trip across the Drake Passage and join the cruise ship in Antarctica. The flight saves at least 2 days each way on the trip and only takes, so Alexandra says 3 hours. Okay, guys? So let's click 3 hours. That is correct. Congratulations. You have now passed the first module, okay? So congratulations, everybody. Again, Priscilla, let me know. We want to make sure everybody passes. And again, the answers are right above. So in case you missed one or whatever, is everybody good? Everybody found the test? Everybody's following along? And now we're going to move on to the next session, okay? Okay. Da, da, da. Everybody good. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go next. Now we're doing Argentina. Okay, Argentina, guys. So the capital is Buenos Aires. Currency, Argentine pesos. The language is Spanish, and visas are not required. All right, start lesson. So getting there, you have Air Europa, LGW via MAD, 7 days per week, 3 times a week, okay? British Airways, LHR, 7 days per week, and then Iberia, 12 days per week. What? 12 days per week, I think that means 12 times per week. That's only 7 days in a week, right?
That's crazy. That
Even
they definitely meant 12 flights.
Even in the UK, I don't think they have 12 days in a week, but anyway. All right. As the world reopens, connectivity is growing and frequency are subject to change. All right, so Argentina highlights Buenos Aires, seamlessly mixing Latino passion with European sensibilities. Argentina's capital is a perfect place to luxuriate in city-side delights. Enjoy a stroll around the old world palaces, which are interspersed with colorful modern street art murals in the barrios. Before sampling a slap-up steak dinner in one of the many parillas found on nearly every street. Once fueled up, head out for one of BA's bars. The nightlife is legendary, from jazz to clubs and even tango schools, where you can learn the city's most famous moves. This is perfect for city break, foodie trip, nightlife, and tango lessons. Buenos Aires, good air. All right, Stephanie, wonderful. Thank you. See you again. Guys, share your experiences too, guys. If you have been to any of these places, let us know, you know. Iberia wetlands found between the capital city of Buenos Aires and the much visited natural wonder of Iguazu. Down a winding and unpaved road is this wildlife-rich region that few take the time to explore. The lakeside village of Carlos Pellegrina is the start point for a tour of the area, reached in comfort by long-distance bus or a short flight from Buenos Aires. Size-wise, it's huge, nearly the size of Switzerland, and stocked to the gills with giant otters, capybara, monkeys, and over 350 species of birds. How many? 350. A lot of times that'll be a question. Perfect for nature, bird watching, wildlife watching, exploration, and kayaking. All right, how about Lake District? Home to the country's largest national park, the Lake District region is where both tourists and locals come to play and relax in style. There's an abundance of outdoor activities to try here, from rafting to hiking, skiing, and fishing, with a whole host of water sports available to try on many of the glacially fed lakes for which the area gets its name. Once you've had your fill or high-octane adventure, then you can sign up for something more sedate in somewhere such as Chosmala, which is close to volcanoes, lagoons, and relaxing hot springs. How nice is that? So you have water. This is perfect for people that want water sports, walking, hot springs, outdoors, and relaxation. All right, trekking in Patagonia. Down in the south of the country, the wild, sprawling expanse of Argentina's Patagonia is jaw-dropping landscape on a massive scale. Think jagged peaks at nearly every point of the compass, pristine waterways, and crowd-free steppes. Among the best hikes in this miscible Perito Moreno Glacier in Argentina's Los Glaciares, National Park, a trail allows you to get up close and personal to its icy blue formations. Or for another icy encounter without the crowds, there's Viedma Glacier in Chalton, which is reached by a beautiful boat ride over Lake Viedma. Perfect for hiking, photography, glaciers, crowd-free exploration. Okay. Next. All right, how about train to the clouds? For more eco-conscious and slow way to luxuriate in the scenery of Argentina, then you can't beat a trip on the locomotive. Found in the north of the country and assessed 168 kilometers from the city of Salta, which itself has a wealth of tasty local foods to try and handicrafts to sample, it leaves at 12 p.m. each day and takes a leisurely 3 hours from San Antonio de los Cobres to the end point at Viaducto La Polvoria and back again. En route, be wowed by the colorful rock formations and have the opportunity to chat with locals who are also use and love this train. Perfect for slow travel, trains, landscape, and photography. All right, is also very popular to go for beachgoers. Very nice. Mendoza for wine country. Vino, let's do it. All right, everybody ready? Second test. Argentina's capital, Buenos Aires, a mixture of old world Latin America and modern style with legendary nightlife, including jazz clubs and which famous dance?
Tango.
The tango. That is correct. Very good. All right, how about Iberia wetlands? Perfect for nature, bird watching, wildlife watching, exploration, and kayaking. Is home to giant otters, capybara, monkeys, and how many species of birds? Remember, I yelled that out.
350.
350. I knew it. See, when you start doing this, you kind of catch what they use for testing. All right, Argentina's Lake District, which is home to the country's largest national park, has a huge range of activities from rafting to hiking, skiing and fishing, relaxing around lagoons and hot springs. True or false? I'd say
That's
that's true. Correct. Last one, Argentina's Patagonia, jaw-dropping landscapes, jagged peaks, pristine waterways, home to which famous glacier? Was it this one? Perito. Which one was it?
The first one.
First one. That is correct. Yay! All right, everybody get that? Again, we don't want to move forward till you all pass.
What was the last answer? Sorry.
It was the first one, La Perito.
Burrito.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, now we're going to go to Chile. Chile. All right. So again, everybody pass? Good? Yep. Okay. The capital of Chile is Santiago. The currency is the peso, Chilean peso. Okay. Language is Spanish. Visas not required by UK nationals. Click on the map to see bigger, country. All right. How do you get there? 4 days per week, you go on British Airways. Iberia, 7 days per week, and LATAM, 7 days per week. As the world opens, connectivity is growing. Frequencies are subject to change. Of course, that's an everyday thing, right? So you just definitely want to keep track of transportation, what's required, etc. All right, Santiago, more a collection of distinct neighborhoods than a brash, sprawling metropolis. Chile's capital is the perfect place to take a stroll along the boulevard or grab a coffee at a street cafe and watch the world go by. There are a lot of museums, hillside parks, pedestrian malls in which to learn about the city's residents, past and present, enjoy views of the eclectic architecture, or shop for Chilean souvenirs. And when you're done, you can head to one of the many restaurants and beer halls, such as those found in Barrios, Brazil, or Bella Vista, before retiring for a nightcap in trendy Providencia. This one, Santiago, is perfect for city breaks, museums, coffee sipping, street restaurants, and shopping. All right. Hey, Linda, did you see we got company coming? All right, Chile highlights. Torres del Paine National Park. Wandering amid the mountains that surround the triple summits from where this national park gets its name, you can't help but feel as though you are being watched. And you're not alone. The resident llama-like guanaco herds sense it too, regularly stopping as they graze on the grass, knowing something is close, and it probably is. This is, it should be is, I think, one of the few places in the world where you can see wild puma in their natural environment, okay? You may think you'd be scared, but the first time you catch sight of one of these beautiful big cats, you'll feel in awe and be reaching for your camera. Oh, cool, Bella, this is very pretty too. Very nice. All right. And again, this is perfect for wildlife watching, puma, and nature. Okay, so again, Trina shared some good suggestions also. Again, when offering these vacations, add to it, an itinerary for them. All right, nice beach escape. I definitely need the beach right now. All right, W Trek, named after the shape that this walk makes as it meanders around Chile's most famous mountain ranges. In one of Chile's most renowned national parks, Torres del Paine. This 55-kilometer trek is a classic for a reason. Best completed over 4 days, staying overnight in the several refuge that line the route. It takes in a mixture of mountains, lakes, and the yawning expanse of the Gray Glacier. There's the Gray Glacier, okay? Interspersed with patches of woodland, caliphate bushes with their yellow flowers, and the crowning glory, the 3 towers which give the park its name and makes for a fitting finale. This is good for walking, nature, and mountains. People that are interested in that, definitely teach them that. Okay, Easter Island. This is a cool one, right? Taking 5 hours to reach from Santiago by plane. Easter Island, aka Rapa Nui, is far from Chile's mainland, but well worth the effort required to get there. It's most famous for the Easter Island heads or moai, which line many sections of the coastline, looking inland to where villages would once have stood. Seeing them at sunrise or sunset is impressive, but less well known. But perhaps even more stunning is the crater of Ranokau on the southwest headland of the isle, filled with a beautiful lake and its remains of now, hold on one sec real quick. Hey there, I'm on a training. Can I call you right back? Is everything okay? Yeah. Okay, love you, bye. Sorry, my daughter never calls me. All right, beautiful lake. It's what remains of a now extinct volcano. And though it's now inactive, seeing it rising above the sea will truly blow your mind. This is perfect for history, culture, hiking, nature, and landscape. All right, the winelands. Thanks to the proximity of the snowy peaks of the Andes on one side and the maritime climate on the coast on the other, the valleys near to the city of Santiago have the perfect weather in which to produce some of the best wine in the country. The perfect place to start sampling is around 2 hours south of the capital in Colchagua Valley, where they are Murad estates offering tastings, some of which have been there since the 16th century. But this is not an experience to rush. Opt instead to stay at one of the colonial haciendas for a couple of nights to really get a flavor of the region. Perfect for sipping coffee, slow road trip, hiking, mountain biking, and wildflowers. All right, I think it's test time. Yes, it is. All right, so Chile's capital, Santiago. If you like organic wine, Coyam makes a great one. Oh, nice. All right, perfect. Thank you. All right, so Chile's capital, perfect place to stroll around the boulevard, grab a cup of coffee, visit museums, hillside parks, pedestrian malls, then head to one of the many restaurants and beer halls. That is true, correct, yes. All right. How about the park with its triple summits and herds of resident llama like guanaco, one of the few places in the world where you can see what? A puma. Oh. Correct. It is a puma. The W Trek meanders around Chile's most famous mountain ranges, taking in lakes, woodlands, and incredible gray glacier. Is how long? 55. That is correct. Very good, guys. You're doing great. What is the name of the Chilean island that's famous for its moai and the stunning crater? Easter Island, correct. And last one, Chilean winelands with their perfect wine producing weather are home to lots of estates offering tastings, some of which have been there since 16th century. Very good. All right, two more guys. We're over halfway done. Are you guys learning anything? Pretty interesting, right? All right. French Guiana. Okay, so the capital is Cayenne. The currency is euro. The language is French, and visas are not required. All right, so getting there, they only have Air France 7 days per week. As the world reopens, check for subject to change. All right, so Cayenne, French Guiana highlights, often referred to as the crossroads of the Caribbean, South America, and Europe, and found on the Atlantic coast is the capital city of French Guiana, Cayenne. It blends old world architecture, such as the wrought iron balconies of the colonial houses, with Caribbean colors of bright greens, pinks, and yellows, Latin-inspired main squares. Listen carefully and you will hear a plethora of languages being spoken from Creole to Brazilian, but yet it still feels like very much a part of France, albeit surrounded in a wild jungle. Once a penal colony, it has a captivating prison camp to explore, as well as some of the most diverse flora and fauna you'll find in Latin America. Cayenne is good for city breaks, art, bird watching, and hiking. All right, you have the regional nature reserve Tresor. It may not be as large as some of the country's other nature reserves, but what it lacks in size, it makes up, it more than makes up for diversity. Whole areas, a patchwork of ecosystems from swampy forest to mountainous slopes, wet savanna, lowland copses of trees. As such, it has some incredible wildlife such as red-footed tortoise, caiman, and tree frogs. And you can also see an abundance of water birds like the scarlet ibis. Be sure to hike the 2-kilometer botanical trail for the best chance of spying these critters. And this is good for nature, bird watching, wildlife watching, and hiking. Then you have Hates Beach, turtles. No ordinary beach here. On the patch of sand in the northwest of the country is the most important nesting site in the world for leatherback turtles. Turtles. Between the months of April and July, so this is a great selling point, guys, more than 80 of these huge marine creatures amble up onto the shore every night, lay their eggs in the sand before heading back out to sea. Then between July and September, the magic happens and hundreds, if not thousands, of little critters hatch and make a dash for the sea in their droves. Turtle hatching, wildlife watching, and beaches. Has anybody seen the turtle farm things where you get to watch the, they usually have actual like military around there to make sure that they don't hurt the turtles. So pretty cool. Oh, very nice. Yay. That's on my bucket list. I soon will do that. All right. How about Koror Space Center? Back in 1960s, this small unassuming section of French Guiana was a buzz with activity as it launched several spacecrafts from its optimum location, that is close to the equator, requiring less energy to launch, and adjacent to the sea, meaning any debris wouldn't fall on populated areas. Since then, it's been used to send supply to the International Space Station, as well as launch a number of satellites, and tourists can take a guided tour and wander around the Space Museum too, as long as it's not liftoff day. Okay, very interesting. I didn't know that. Space history, and museum lovers, okay? Saul. Better Call Saul. Anybody watch that? Reached only by airplane, this small community is the place to go if you truly want to go off the grid. Options for accommodations are limited. You'll find a tourist camp called La Rosalie and Les Clares Hotel in the small town, but then it's not the beds you come for, but rather hiking in pristine rainforest. Try the Lion des Cascades Antonio Sol to visit a spectacular waterfall, or there's Les Grands Arbres for huge trees either side of the trail. This is good for people that like hiking, true escape, and rainforest. All right, test time. French Guiana's capital of Cayenne, blend of old world architecture, Caribbean colors, bright green, pinks and yellows, and Latino-inspired main square sits on which coast?
Atlantic.
Atlantic. That is correct. The Tresor Nature Reserve, mix of ecosystems, swampy forests, mountainous slopes, wet savanna, lowland copses of trees, is a great place to see what? Scarlet ibis. Very good. All right, Hates Beach, northwest of French Guiana, most important nesting site in the world for leatherback turtles there. Between April and July, more than 80 of these creatures come to lay their eggs.
That's true.
True. Very good. And then the Space Center, still launch pad for supplies. The International Space Center, great place to see history, space travel, and the Space Museum has been active since the 60s. Very good. And last but not least, Saul, French Guiana, hiking pristine rainforest, Lion des Cascades, Antonio Saul waterfall, and the huge trees. Arbres is a busy tourism area, lots of activities, or perfect place if you truly want to go off the grid.
Off the grid.
Off the grid. Let's do it. All right. One more, guys, and then you're going to get your certificate, 100% all along the way. Very good. I'm glad you guys are paying attention. All right, last one, Uruguay. Uruguay, capital Montevideo. Montevideo, currency, Uruguay peso. It's Spanish language and no visa is required. All right, how do you get there? 3 days per week. You can take your Air Europea and Iberia 6 days per week. Again, can change. Montevideo, sorry. If ever there was a place invented to claim the phrase eclectic with authority, it's the Uruguay capital city of Montevideo. In just 20-kilometer breadth that it stretches, it encompasses an historic downtown cluster of Art Deco buildings and some thoroughly worn out skyscrapers. Alongside the fancy Carrasco district, a beachside locale reserved for the beaches and tango clubs that wouldn't appear out of place in Miami. Take a stroll through the streets and it's like you get several city breaks for the price of one. This is perfect for city breaks, arts, tango clubs, and beaches. Then you have Rio, Uruguay. When it comes to the country's wildlife, the best chance to spy it is along the Rio Uruguay or the Uruguay River. The west bank is a pleasing mix of grassland, several lagoons, forests, making it ideal for catching the local bird life. Among the impressive list of species spotted, bearing in mind that Uruguay is home to a whopping 485 different types of feathered visitors, you may see the burrowing owl, whistling heron, sooty tyrannulet, Cascaroba swan, glaucus blue grosbeak, and the rufous-browed pepper shrike. Perfect for nature, bird watching, wetland, and woodland. All right, Punta del Este, found on the narrow peninsula that juts out from southeast Uruguay, the resort city of Punta del Este oozes coastal cool. Think multi-million-dollar yachts in the harbor, cocktails served in member-only bars, beautifully tanned bodies lounging on pristine white sand beaches. But there are other attractions for the mere mortals among us, from the Raleigh Museum and its contemporary art, watching sea lions which come to fish near the harbor, and Gorlero Street artisanal market. But no visit is complete without stopping to admire La Mano, a sculpture of a giant human hand seemingly emerging from the sand at Brava Beach. Kind of cool. Paint those fingernails, right? All right. Perfect for beach relaxation, high life living, and arts. All right. Casa del Aguila. Did you used to live there, Danny, or do you just know a lot about it? So Cabo Polonio. All right. So if you've ever had, if you've
Sorry,
ever
I'm from there, so I know like a lot of South America things.
Okay, perfect. Well, congratulations and thank you for sharing, because again, that's what we like about this. So it sounds like an exciting place to go. So another mark on my list I have to do, hopefully. All right, so Cabo Polonio. If you've ever had the desire to be a gaucho, then all your dreams could come true in the Uruguayan hamlet found over on the East Coast. In this part of the country, most houses have no electricity, so life is very much governed by the sunlight, and the best thing to do with those precious daylight hours is to take to a horse and explore the opposite islands of La Encantada, El Islot, and La Raza, where no cars are allowed. Oh my gosh. You'll pass through eucalyptus forests, over huge sand dunes before finally reaching the lighthouse, where a colony of sea lions can also be found. Sounds kind of like a nice little getaway, right? All right, perfect for horse riding, car-free travel, nature, and sand dunes. And again, no electricity. Wow, can you guys survive on that? Not many these days, right? We're so used to all the electronics and everything. All right, Colonia Sacramento, located 180 kilometers from the country's capital, yet just 50 kilometers from Argentina's main city by ferry. This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Again, not maybe a test question. Comprising a network of pretty cobblestone streets, brightly colored houses, ramshackle colonial buildings and festooned with baskets of flowers. It's also lined with rows of sycamore trees, which keep the place cool in the summer and funnel the sea air through the village. Weekends are busy, but it's well worth battling crowds to experience. You have architecture, coastal break, and UNESCO site for your sales pitch, okay? Ooh, all right, we're done, guys. Wow. Montevideo, capital of Uruguay, encompasses an historic downtown Art Deco buildings alongside the fancy Carrasco district with beaches and tango clubs that wouldn't appear out of place in Miami. That is true. All right, the Rio, Uruguay, with its mix of grassland, lagoons, forests, make it ideal for bird watching. How many species to see? 485. Very good. Punta del Este, found on the narrow peninsula, juts out from the southeast Uruguay with its coastal cool yachts and cocktails, mixed with contemporary art, artisanal magic, and lounging sea lions. Features a giant sculpture of what on the beach? That is the hand that needs a manicure, right?
Yeah.
Cabo Polonio, part of the country where most houses have no electricity and life governed by the sunlight, is a great place for
Oh crap, I missed one.
all of the above. You should still pass.
Okay.
All right. And then Colonia del Sacramento, the UNESCO World Heritage Site, cobble street, bright colored houses, colonial buildings, 50 kilometers from the capital of which Latin American country?
Argentina.
Argentina. Yes, yes, yes. Woo! All right. Did everybody pass?
No, not me. Hang on a minute.
No? Okay, go
Oh, hang on a
back.
minute. I just gotta see the chat too.
Okay. Yeah, we'll help
I
you.
lost track here a minute now.
All right, no worries. We'll get you there. For those that pass,
Is it
you click here and you get your certificate. Go ahead. What was it?
I'm sorry, but
No.
wildlife is a great place for, was it exploring eucalyptus forests, or would you put
It's
like
all of the above. I think it was
all
all
of
of the
these?
above.
Okay,
Yep.
all right. Okay, I thought it was World Heritage, cobblestone streets by the covered hearse was going, calls for the capital of which other Latin country, and that is Argentina.
Argentina, correct.
Sorry, you have not passed this lesson. Please try again. Let me try it again. Let me see the let go. Just click through it here.
Okay.
Doggone it. I can't believe I missed that one. Sorry.
No worries.
True.
All right. Thank you,
Right.
Christina. Yeah, another training going on, guys. So if you guys want to jump on, make sure you guys print your certificate. Christine, let's go ahead and ask what question.
Yeah, I'm done.
You got it?
Oh, there we go.
Yay. All right.
Thank
So-
you.
Post your certificate, let people know, share the exciting information. Yes, good job, team. Glad you're joining me, and we're going to try again. Okay, so Friday, what are we doing Friday? Let me see. It's November already. Oh my gosh. So Friday we are doing Austria. Okay, so join us Friday, same time, same place. And then on Saturday, we're going to try doing American Queen again. So hopefully you guys can get in there and get registered again. Here's the links to get in and pre-register. Okay. Again, thank you guys for joining us. I hope you learned something new today. It was kind of an exciting one, right? And again, having somebody from there sharing the experience and stuff. So again, guys, congratulations. Stay plugged in. Let's have some fun. Hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day. And we will talk to you on Friday then. I will have this recorded and put on my YouTube channel also. And again, congratulations. And you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Okay. So it's definitely, reach out. We're all here to help each other. And again, if we don't see you at the beaches of the world, we'll see you at the bank. Okay. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye, Marty.
Bye. Take care.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.